Hi guys, and welcome to our new channel. The reason I say new channel is because we now have 4 different channels, and the reason I created 4 different channels is because I just thought that one of the things that you don't want to do is to confuse your fans about what you're going to talk about today. So if you want to go, if the only thing that you're interested in is just to talk about maybe the Bible, then you don't want to end up going to or seeing a video about a workout, or maybe, like, for example, coming to the channel and you're hearing about singleness and all those things. So I figured that, you know what, it's better that I put combine things that kind of goes with each other, instead of just putting everything that has nothing to do with each other on one channel, because you want to go to the right channel for the right reasons, right? And because we believe that our channels are gonna grow like insanely, we want to make sure that we cater for everybody for in the future as well. So this channel is called the Black Consciousness Movement. So I'm gonna explain on today's video what is it gonna be about, so that at least you know what's going on, because this is our first video on this channel. But before I go further on, I would say, if you're new on this channel, please subscribe. And if you're one of our family on our other channel, please don't forget to also subscribe, but also to share and like and comment, right? It's free. It's not, you don't have to pay to do all those things. So come on. Anyway, before I, go on a break and come back, I would say, please don't forget to push that notification button, so that every single time we upload a video on this channel, you can be notified. So let's go ahead and start, right? When we say black is beautiful, we are not comparing that beauty with other races. We are not saying black is beautiful more than white, black is beautiful more than brown, black is beautiful more than yellow. We are just teaching mainly that black is beautiful. Okay, let's continue. Additionally to teaching Black Pride, I think I also, because remember we have 4 channels, and because we have 4 channels, we are going to put things that everyday life, like, should I say, activities and like opinions, and I think way of life, and just, we're gonna have to connect it to one of the 4 channels. So one of my channel is Get Fit with Jehovah, which is a workout channel. And then I have Jesus is Enough Ministry, which is my preaching channel. And then I have the Black Consciousness Movement, which is this channel. And then I have Single, Married, Separated, Divorced, and Single Again, which is a channel that we're gonna talk about what I would say the feminist movement that I think want to attack our men. I think so, for some reason, putting them down, making them sound like, men are not men enough anymore, women have to take over, all those, crap that I'm hearing now is going on. Okay, so in regards to because of that, I also gonna sometimes talk about, the things that makes us human, and also additionally to that, I'm gonna teach, or you know, as I said, some of my channels will be live. We're gonna record things live because we want to hear different opinions from different people. So I am also gonna teach, you know, I don't know how to actually put it in words, but I want to actually teach the differences of different races, especially in connection with black and white, since it's always like on this side and on this side. We are all human beings created by one God. I don't care whether you believe that or not. If you're from this part, maybe the white race, and you believe that you are created more superior than these other races, I'm telling you right now that you need to climb off your high horse, because you have been deceiving yourself, or your forefather has been deceiving yourself, because they have been deceiving themselves, because there's nothing like that. I can tell you right now that we are so equal, and no matter how much you want to create a narrative that you are more here than other people here, you're gonna just be disappointed and angry at yourself, because you're gonna look at yourself in the mirror and you're gonna laugh at yourself and think that you're an idiot, to be quite honest. However, on this side, if you think the same thing, obviously the thing is that black people has never really thought they are superior than other races. So it's hard for me to even go on that kind of side. However, there is, because of what happened in the past, and we're going to leave the past in the past, but because of what happened in the past, I also feel like white people has been misunderstood as well, because there was an experiment done as well where people were asked whether they are proud to be who they are. White people were asked whether they are proud to be white, and black people were asked whether they are proud to be black. And white people, kind of half of them say they were not proud to be white, and they put it back to, I think, what their forefathers did to black people. And I feel sorry for them, because, you know, it's really not their fault, you know. And I was very proud that black people, all of them were proud to be black. That's a good thing, considering what happened in the past and how we were told not to be proud to be black. That's a good thing. But at the same time, I'm considering these good people, because remember, there's a lot of good white people. I'm not talking about the white people that really think they are superior. Obviously, they are they are deceiving themselves. Let's forget about them. I'm talking about the very good white people that are really, really feeling guilty, you know, of what happened in the past and so on. So that's the things we're going to discuss. You know, we're going to discuss all those things and kind of try to see how we can reconcile these differences. Because I mean, come on, we shouldn't even be talking about this, but it's happening. We shouldn't be talking about things just because of the color of your skin. Like, we shouldn't. Oh my God. But yeah. Oh my Lord, it's so funny. But at the same time, like I said, I did feel bad for the white people not being proud of being white, just because of what they think. I feel like at the same time, you know, white people can be themselves sometimes, because they feel guilty about, I don't know, we're going to talk about this, and I think I'm going to handle this on the next episode, because I don't want to record more than, you know, how many minutes. So we're going to handle this on the next episode, but I want everybody to feel proud of who they are. We were created by God. He knows why we are these colors that we are in. So forget about thinking you are more superior because of the skin of your color. Come on, come on. That's that's nonsensical. That's idiotic. So I think the other thing that I wanted to share, as I said, this channel is not a competing channel of black is better than white or white is better than black. No, 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 please. We are not going to discuss that here. I believe, as I said, that we were created equally. God created us equally. The skin color being different has nothing to do with inferiority or superiority or whatever you call it. It has nothing to do with that. Just because you have a different skin type doesn't mean that you're superior based on that, or you're inferior based on that. No, it's not. Take the superiority out and the inferiority out based on the skin, the color of your skin. That's not on this channel. That's absolute nonsense. We're not gonna go into like trying to say this one is this. No, forget about that. So what we do teach is our own pride, as I said, but also one of the things that I've experienced as I talk to people is that okay, first of all, I will start from our side. I don't want to feel uncomfortable discussing race when, when a topic like that is involved, just because I'm in the presence of white people. White people should not feel, kind of like attacked when a black person, discuss race because of what happened in the past, and they feel like now that attack is against them. No, we are just discussing it. We need to feel comfortable discussing those things because they are still present, right? It's not our fault that they are still present. It's not our fault that the narrative of whiteness being better than black is still present. So allow us to discuss it without apparently having us to feel guilty. And I think it's there's an article that was written by a British journalist. The article is called, I don't know whether it was made into a book, Why I Stopped Discussing Race with White People, or something like that. I'm going to find out the name of the book or the article, and then Why I Stopped Talking to White People about Race, or something like that. It's very interesting. Having said that, flipping the coin on the other side, I also feel like white people are being placed in a situation where they can be themselves. This is what I mean by that. So because of what happened in the past, now we have white people not feeling comfortable in doing something. Okay, so this is what I mean. So as humans, we have things that we feel uncomfortable with. For example, as a human, you can be in a situation where you kind of lose it. You lose it, like you are angry because of something that happened to you, and unfortunately, maybe you lose it, and in your words, you use wrong language, right? And I'm not saying it's good, I'm just saying that that's part of being human. Sometimes we act up with words. Now, black people can be able to do that without feeling guilty, but white people unfortunately can't do that because whatever they say might be considered being racist, which I feel is unfair as well, because it's almost like as a black person, you can be rude and say anything you want to a white person in that sense, but white people can do the same because then they're gonna be considered racist. And I think that's unfair as well on that side. And that's why I feel like this channel, we are trying to reconcile these points, and that's why we're gonna probably have a live stream going on to be able to hear different opinions from black people, from white people, and so on, and see how we can reconcile these differences, and as I mentioned, what I actually found is that I'm in a country that is that has like the most amazing polite people on earth. I can tell you that. I'm Canadian. I'm Namibian Canadian, and I now live in Canada, and I can testify to the politeness of Canadians. And when I say that, I'm not talking about only these people. Canadians are polite in general. White, black, Indians, like Canadians are just polite people. Now, why I'm mentioning this is because I realized that being polite can actually be mistaken for being non-racist. But it's not. You can be polite and racist. Yes, I know you might be shocked. Being friendly, polite, and helpful doesn't take what you think in your heart about other races. It doesn't. However, the flip side of that is that you can be rude, and because of being rude, you can be considered racist. But no, you can be rude and still not be racist. It's not your rude behavior that makes you racist. And we're also gonna also talk on this channel. We're also gonna talk about systematic racism versus individual racism, because it's important. Because I think Black people are not worried about an individual racism in the sense of like you call me a nigger or whatever. Like I can call you a crackhead if I have to. Like that's not what bothers us. What bothers Black people is the systematic racism where I'm being prevented from getting a job just based on the color of my skin. That's a problem. Where I'm prevented from being, benefiting just because of the color of my skin. That's what bothers Black people. We are not bothered by, at least to a certain degree, most Black people I know. And that's because systematic racism is very much more powerful than this individual racism that you can experience on the streets. So we come to the end of this. We're gonna go more into details about all these things and how we're gonna, go about teaching our Black children our pride, Black hair pride, Black everything pride. Anyway, we come to the end of it, so please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and push that notification button so that every single time we have a new video, we can let you know. Take care, guys, and this is Jehovah. I don't know whether I introduce myself. I usually forget. But just remember one thing, God loves each one of you as if there's only one of you. So always remember that.